Welcome everyone to Mage Rage for November 2021, where this month our theme is that items can be a little bit further away than they normally are. Let us begin by selecting our first spell and have the tradition of grabbing some items. Items can now appear up to 1,000 blocks away from where you spawned instead of the traditional. I think it's been 500. I've always been going around as if it's 500. I didn't think it was ever officially stated what the distance was. So I think 500 is what we've all been assuming. So of course there used to be a barrier all around the area. I think that barrier was about 500 blocks away. That's probably where that all came from. But I thought that before I start looking for stuff, I will grab some wood as usual. Then we can head out. Now, another change this month is that the crystal ball automatically has the distance to where you spawn in, so I don't have to do that. Normally, I've dispensed with doing that anyways, so that's really no change to me. Maybe I'll actually start using that functionality. Let's see what we've got to get. Raw iron blocks. So I'll need to get some iron for that. Some fire coral block. All right, that means going into the ocean. Redstone. That means some going deep. Campfire. Right, that means I can almost practically make that with what I've got already. 64 jungle leaves. Well, that's going to be quite a bit to do. Oh, spruce. Oh, okay. Okay, I was wondering what happened there. Oh, spruce sapling came up. All right. Let's see. A blast furnace. So I need some iron for that. Amethyst shard. That means either finding a nodule here or going to the magic realm. Green clays terracotta. That means finding a desert. And then a bone block, which means either from the nether or killing lots of skeletons or running into a fossil under a swamp. Some some potential strategies for that one, though I have a feeling the Magic Realm, I think, oh, that's right, you can also get fossils from the Magic Realm. But I think it's time for us to head out, and I just need to remember to keep tabs of how far I'm away. I can also, of course, go by my usual trick of seeing what the coordinates pack says, but if I want to check the distance, I can always check this way. I guess I need to start my journey. Plenty use of blink then is what I'm going to be needing here to make sure I get everything, and I just have to hope that I don't miss everything as I go through here. At least I don't have to be looking for a pumpkin or trying to avoid withers. Dark oak forest. Of course, I don't need one this week. Really? You guys are going to volunteer like that? I mean, if you want to volunteer to be pork chops, fine. I could take the hint. Now, where did the third one go? Now, let's. I don't want to have lava up when I next try to blink, because I need to get across here quickly. Because I don't think there's anything I need from this biome. I will need to find a jungle. I'll need to find a desert, and I'll need to find a warm ocean. Those are the three big things that I'll be needing. So let's see what we've got here. This is, yeah, we're still a little bit, oops, That was a bit of a miss. I thought I saw something up ahead. Wasn't sure what it was. Just, oh, if you're more than a certain distance away, it doesn't tell you how far you are. It just says what direction. Well, then probably a good thing that I am going out this way. I need to head out to 2,000. So I have another 600 blocks to go. I'll probably still overshoot it despite knowing that. But let's head on out. Maybe I should collect a little bit of coal. Certainly shouldn't be refusing a little bit of coal that may decide to find itself in my hands. And I try to remember what the blast furnace's recipe is, but it may involve some smooth stone. It requires either stone or smooth stone, but either way, I think collecting some stone would be a good idea. So I'll just grab a little bit more than that. Gives me both a little bit of cobble and a little bit of stone. So let's head out and continue along in our journey to see how far we can head north. Now, still the unfortunate problem that that I don't see the exact distance as long when I have the spells up, which is always a bit of a problem. I have 400 blocks to go. I know I always had the problem where because going only 500 blocks at the start, I've had this bad habit of overshooting here. Now here we have a swamp. And since the only thing we need that's reasonably going to be in a swamp are the underground fossils, and somehow I think trying to look for fossils under swamps is probably not the most efficient way of getting them. It's probably going to have to be a trip to the magic realm in order to get them, unless they just happen to run into them. I don't do much digging beneath swamps, which is probably why I don't think I've ever naturally found a fossil in the overworld. I think I've found them as a result of being told where to find them. I think one or two times I might have found them because I had the coordinates or something like that. And of course, I found them plenty of times in the Nether and in the magic realm, but definitely not naturally finding them in the overworld. There we go. And let's continue along our way. Let's see, we have. Right, I am getting pretty close to the turnaround point. Haven't noticed anything yet. Oh, except that I am as bad at selecting spells as I've ever been. At least we know that some things never change. Now, let's continue on our way and let's see. Oh! Okay, hold on, let's see here. Oh, it does. Oh, that's what it does. Is if it's right behind you, it does it this way. It tells you the distance if you're due. Oh, it's 995. It's telling me that now from that. All right. It's going to take me a little time to get used to. Now for a new direction. The biomes that I need are a warm ocean. I don't think I need any copper. What I need are a warm ocean, a desert, and I can't remember what the third one is. Oh yes, a jungle. So that's quite So all of them are a little bit on the warm side. One of them is good for one's very, very wet, one is rather wet, and the last one is very, very dry. Those are sort of the extremes on there. It looks like I have got it might, is that a jungle in the deep distance? I guess I'm gonna have to find that out later. Because right now I've got a horde of zombies coming after me. That's what I've got. Alright, let's just use this as my little hiding point for now. Maybe that confused the zombie a little bit. Of course, I somehow did that, didn't I? I somehow managed to do the one thing I needed in order to plunge myself into the dark. Oh, that's right, because I took away the support for the lantern. Now I can see. Now let's see, is there anything I can make at the moment? Probably not much. Well, there is the campfire that I'll most likely be able to make. Let's start out by doing this. Looking that down, let's get a few tools. I will need, at the very least, I'm going to be needing a... First of all, what do you need for a campfire? I'm pretty sure it involves logs, so I don't want to, obviously, even though I've got my usual thing, I say I need 3 sticks, piece of coal, so I need a couple more sticks. Oh, 3 sticks, a piece of coal, and logs. Yeah, there it is. Campfire, my first item for this Mage Rage. Alright, I will check. Let's make sure that I guarantee to have something for the first day. And then let's get our traditional stuff out. Oh, 1 furnace. Oh, no, don't do that. Alright, let's put the furnace right over here. No. And we are going to be wanting a pickaxe. We are going to be needing an axe. And then finally, how about... let's bring out a shovel. We'll go with that for now. Now it's time to start digging away. And we need to get down to... Okay, we are just at 64 right now, so we don't have far to go down for iron level. And we do have to eventually get down to redstone level, which is going to be pretty deep. Oh. Let's see what we can find down here. I don't want to get too deep at the moment. So let's just dig away, see what we can find, and just maybe... Oh, I am going to be needing some torches. Actually, I could just have used the entire thing. And that'll use the bulk of that. So much for my coal. That went pretty quickly. But I have an entire stack of torches to work with. It's always find awkward creating lanterns in this type of environment. When I'm in an open area, it's easier for me to just toss lanterns all over the place, but when I am in a cave and doing a bunch of digging, I find it a lot easier to just plop down a torch. Actually, speaking of plop down though, let's do that. Now I'm going to need some iron. Plenty of iron I'm going to need because I'm going to need... As usual one, I'll need one for the shield, of course. I'll be needing one, two for the shears. I'll be needing the raw iron block, which is going to be another item that's going to be needing it. Anything else? The blast furnace, I believe, is going to be needing iron. Now, I got some flint here. Now, I don't think I'm going to need to go to the nether, but looks like I'll be prepared just in case I do need to go, because I got certainly enough flint. So I'm sure that I will toss this all away just before I need to use it or something like that. How about going off in this direction so that I won't have to worry about all this flint? This flint is I mean, all this, whatever it is, the gravel, yes, the gravel. Let's see, I don't need, oh, I do need clay. I completely forgot that I am going to have to, I should be checking waterways. That swamp that I think I went through a swamp earlier, or saw something like a swamp where I should have checked to see if I had any clay there so that I can get my green glazed terracotta. But that's for another time. Now let's see, how am I doing on, speaking of time, I got about another 4 minutes left, I think, as we travel away, try to find everything that we need. Boy, this is the emptiest piece of mining I can recall in a while. What, you need iron? You need to replenish your coal supply? Too bad. Sorry. Good thing I didn't convert all of those logs, because I may still need to use those logs. At least that's what it looks like so far. And surely we can't have a chunk that's this devoid of iron. And let's see what we got here. 1, 2, 1, 2. This looks like it's going to take some time because the game is not going to like me at the moment. And it would be nice to get the iron for the shears, because if I don't, and I did see a jungle in the distance, then I'm going to have to either note the coordinates, but with the distance everything is in this particular one, it's probably not a good idea to put a bookmark and say, okay, please come here later. Oh, finally iron. Now, I hope there are at least 2 of them here. Priority is going to have to be getting enough for the shears. Because normally I prioritize the shield as the first thing to get, simply for protection's sake, but I think the shears are going to win out on this particular case, and it is getting near the end of the episode, so I am going to head on back, cook 2 pieces at least, and work with that, so I at least have the shears no matter what. Right, alright, let's see, let's use the saplings, and I think 2 iron would be appropriate for that. And I think that we are getting to the end of the episode, so I will just chop this up. I think it is, I think a sapling, I think 2 saplings does what we want here. There we go. 1 set of shears. How about if I... where's the... Oh, that's right. Converted all the wood. All right. Fine. Just have to... Oh, let that go there. And apparently, there was a little bit more time than I thought. All right. Oh, that's right. I did slightly miscompute things there. All right, fine. Then I'll just do this. Get our shield. And that is the end of the episode, where next time I am going to be checking out to see is there a jungle there, and if so, I will be able to shear off 64. And I've got 2 extra pieces of iron just in case my shears break. But that'll be in the next episode of Mage Rage.